Have you ever heard of the Superman curse?
I'll never stop fighting. Ever.
And even if you don't believe in curses, you might start questioning your beliefs. The infamous Superman curse refers to a series of misfortunes that have plagued creative people involved in adaptations of Superman. In particular, it is related to the actors who played the lead role. They either suffered a mysterious death or a freak accident. For example, George Reeves, who starred in Adventures of Superman on television from 1952 to 1958, died of a gunshot wound at age 45.
To this day, no one is quite sure how it happened. His death remains one of Hollywood's greatest mysteries.
Or take 7-month-old Lee John Quigley, who was the youngest actor to ever play Superman, representing the superhero's baby version in the 1978 movie. After the film, Lee's life got messed up. The boy ended up abusing solvents and tragically died aged just 14, having inhaled harmful gas aerosols. Even though today's video is dedicated to another victim of the so-called Superman curse, Chrisopher Reeve, what we want to tell you is not the story of a tragedy, but that of an unbroken spirit. Before we continue, subscribe to Rumour Juice channel for incredible celebrity stories. The 6'4" actor rose to fame when he took on the role of Superman in the 1978 film, which was a tremendous success. Reeve was just 26 at the time. Handsome, talented, active, and athletic, he reprised his role in several sequels in the coming decade.
What sets Superman apart is that he has the wisdom to use his power for good.
The actor in his prime was determined to conquer new heights, but in 1995, there occurred something that no one expected. Call it a curse or fate. A strong athlete and avid horseman became victim of a horrifying accident as he got thrown from his horse and broke his neck during an equestrian competition in Virginia. The actor was left paralyzed and couldn't breathe without the help of a respirator. He suffered fractures to the top 2 vertebrae, considered the most serious of cervical injuries, and also damaged his spinal cord. Reeve was suffering not only physically but also emotionally. All of a sudden, his happy life full of bright perspectives was taken away from him. In an interview on television program 2020, the actor disclosed later on, "When I was first coming out of, unconsciousness, and you have the thought maybe it's not worth everybody's trouble. He even told his wife of 3 years, Dana Reeves, maybe we should let me go." To which she assured her beloved husband she would always be there for him, no matter what, saying, "I will support whatever you want to do, because this is your life and your decision. But I want you to know that I'll be with you for the long haul, no matter what. You're still you, and I love you." Dana asked Chrisopher not to give up for at least 2 years, and then decide if he still wanted to consider saying goodbye to life forever. Years later, the actor would say that it is his wife's positive outlook that gave him hope and kept his spirit alive. She sat by his side every day, some days helping him with the physical exercises. Her husband could not move, but that didn't change her love for him. Chrisopher was so devastated he couldn't stop thinking, "I've ruined my life, and you only get one. I'm an idiot. I've spoiled everything."
But she doesn't let me go into the realm of how different things would have been.
After the shock was gone, Reeve indulged into research about his injury and vowed to walk again by his 50th birthday. His confidence was rooted partly in studies of an antibody that, when combined with a nerve growth factor and administered to rats, facilitates regeneration of the spinal cord. In 1996, he established the Chrisopher Reeve Foundation, dedicated to finding treatments and cures for paralysis caused by spinal cord injury and to improving the quality of life for people living with disabilities. He practically became a crusader for people with spinal cord injuries. During his speech at the 1996 Academy Awards, Reeve urged the Hollywood community to make more movies about social issues.
You realize the power of film to present painful but important issues to the public.
Reeve also continued acting, and already in 1997, he made his directorial debut with HBO's In the Gloaming, which was nominated for 5 Emmy Awards, and 2 years later starred in a remake of Alfred Hitchcock's classic thriller, Rear Window, The Brooke Ellison Story. Despite all the trials in his life, Reeve had so much energy and determination, and most importantly, unconditional support of his precious wife and children. However, the story of his life still ended abruptly and unexpectedly. In 2004, the actor died of heart failure aged 52. Dana took over the presidency of his foundation. The widow herself was soon diagnosed with cancer and vowed to take inspiration from the courage demonstrated by her late husband. She expressed hope that she could beat back the disease. Unfortunately, in 2006, she was gone too. Dana was just 44 years old. Their foundation continues to successfully operate. As of 2013, the foundation awarded more than $110 million in research grants and more than $16 million in quality of life grants. What can we say? Superman is gone, but his heritage lives on. Reeve will be remembered as a prolific actor and an inspirational activist who did make a difference. That's all for today. If you like this video, subscribe to our channel.